Welcome back, guys, to another video. Sports Estimators back again. Today we will be doing a long format video, so sit tight, get some chips, relax, crack open a cold one, because today we will be covering a few topics. NFL Week 15, along with some college football talk, Latino representation with the Heisman candidates, Liga MX recap, semifinals and final predictions, along with Mexico's World Cup draw, our reactions to that, along with some NBA talk to finalize it. So let's get started, and we're going to be going in that order. So kicking it off, you guys saw the Buccaneers lost and choked.
Another Thursday night freaking unexpected.
Upset. It was an upset, but Kyle Pitts turning it up. 3 TDs. If you have him in fantasy, because we will also be going over a little bit of fantasy talk along in this podcast.
Finally got that payoff. You seen all those memes about him that it's like, oh, this is Kyle Pitts here, this is Kyle Pitts here. But let's go ahead and get started. So there's actually no teams on bye this week. First time in quite some time that happens. So let's go ahead and get started with Sunday's games. We got the Browns at the Bears. Who do you like in this one?
Easily go with Chicago, and you guys could parlay the Shador to throw pick.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, I got the Bears too. That I feel like the difference is the Bears, like the Browns have a good D, but I think but the Bears defense we know is capable of creating a lot of takeaways.
Yep.
And against a rookie quarterback and a rookie running back, I feel like I like them to give that Bears offense extra possessions, and I think that'll be the difference in the game. So I definitely like the Bears as well.
Yes, sir. And it's supposed to be a very, very cold game. Actually, all the East Coast games are supposed to be very cold, like freezing temperature games. So.
There should be a couple snow games too, I think.
Yeah.
I think the Buffalo game at the Patriots.
Damn.
I've seen, yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one. Ravens at the Bengals, divisional game.
The Bengals, bro. Choke City, bro.
Bro, you peeped that?
I did.
I was so mad because I was like hyped. I was like, hell yeah, I called this upset.
Yeah.
And then that one turnover changed the game.
Yeah, bro.
Last week against the Bills.
Yeah, shout out to Bills though. They came back.
Fortunately for me. But for this one, do you think the Bengals complete the season sweep of the Ravens?
Nah, bro. I think it's such a short span. I think the Ravens are going to come out on top on this one.
Yeah, this is definitely a must-win game for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Because if they lose and the Steelers win, they'll be 2 games back.
Yeah.
And with the way the schedule is, I feel like that's pretty much wraps
Yeah.
if they lose this game. I definitely don't see them getting swept by the Bengals this year.
Yeah. The Ravens are so inconsistent, though. Like, how do they go and lose to the Steelers?
Yeah, that was crazy. I was lucky hyped. But it's just part of the roller coaster, bro, of the Steelers.
With the North.
Yes, sir.
In the North.
All right, next game, another divisional game. Actually, we have a series of consecutive divisional games. But the next one up is the Chargers at the Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored by 4.5 points. That's a little surprising to me.
As of today, though, it was 5.5.
Oh, so it's gotten up.
Yeah.
You know what that means, though, right?
The Chiefs are going to blow it?
No, the Chiefs are going to cover it.
Yeah.
Because remember how we talk about, like, whenever you're like, that's sketchy?
Yeah.
Always, like, bet with it.
But also, too, I think Andy Reid will find a way to, get to attack Justin Herbert, the offensive line.
Literally.
Like how
that was crazy on Monday night.
Yeah, like how you saw the Eagles were able to get to him, and with Justin Herbert playing with the broken arm, or
that's crazy.
Just a barely operated on hand.
That's still crazy how that fool could play an NFL game with a broken hand. Like I know it's not his throwing hand, but like, bro,
crazy.
That shit's gotta hurt every time you hit the floor.
I would have called that out, bro. I would have put in my PTO for that. Fuck that.
But for this game, so you think the Chiefs win? Though?
I think the Chiefs win.
Yeah.
You think they win?
Yeah, I got the Chiefs too.
Yeah.
They've let me down all season because I'm like, this is a must-win game. Like, this is the game where they kind of turn their season around. And they've also been another inconsistent team, the Chiefs. Yeah. But being at home, I feel like because the Chargers are coming off a narrow victory and the Chiefs are coming off a tough loss, I think that kind of plays in Kansas City's favor.
Yeah, and also, I mean, the person the QB for Kansas City isn't going to be Jalen Hurts, who's going to throw 4 picks. So, yeah.
That's true.
So, yeah, I think, you're comparing oranges with apples in terms of QB because this QB is going to go in the Hall of Fame rather than the other one's going to go in the Hall of Fame of ass.
You don't think Jalen Hurts will go into the Hall of Fame?
No.
I don't think that's a hot take, especially not right now. But low-key, if the Eagles win another one...
No, it's not going to happen.
All right, let's move on to Bills at Patriots. This is another one where I'm surprised to see that the Bills are favored.
And divisional game as well.
Yeah, but Bills favored away from home against the Patriots, who are probably the hottest team in the league. What do you got?
I have the Patriots to win due to the fact that I think the Patriots have more ways to win than Buffalo. Buffalo, either you give it to Cook to run it or you throw it to Kincaid to score for you. And if those two options the defense seems to read, then just Josh Allen is just going to have to find a way to use his legs. And I think this New England team is going to be able to contain him from running the ball. And I think this is going to be a kind of a passing of the torch game. I think Josh Allen. I mean, you kind of saw it sometimes too with, Brady and Josh Allen when they got to face each other a few times. And then...
who's the top dog in the division or who's the best quarterback?
Top dog in the division.
Oh, okay.
It's going to go back to...
Patriots?
To the Patriots. Because, I mean, the Patriots found their QB. I mean, this is kind of the identity of just like a blue-collar kind of environment coach that you kind of want to get behind. Kind of like with Detroit and their head coach. I think... what's the head coach's name?
Dan Campbell?
For the Patriots.
Mike Vrabel?
I think he's, he fits well into that culture.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, he used to play for them. So,
yeah. He knows what it takes. He knows what they're all about. So.
He was coached by Belichick, too, so he was able to take some stuff from him.
That Belichick coaching tree.
Yep. I actually like the Bills, though.
Ooh.
Because I see the Bills making the playoffs, and I think this is kind of like a must-win game for them. And the Patriots are coming off of a bye. And usually if you're coming off a bye, you think that gives you more time to prepare for a team, which is true. But they've already played each other this season, so these teams know each other very well. Yeah. So I think in a way the bye doesn't necessarily help the Patriots. Yeah. So I think I'm going to go with the Bills because I think it's just going to be one of those, they're more desperate to win. Yeah. Plus, if they lose, they get swept by the Patriots for the season. I'm big on that because I feel like for divisional games, they're always competitive. Competitive, yeah. So I feel like that's added a motivating factor, But let's move on to another divisional game: the Commanders at the Giants. You know what game this is?
This is the battle of ass game for real, for real. But our boy Jackson Dart is back, and he's gonna get the win. That Washington team, though. Prayers up for Jaden Daniels. We spoke about this, that he shouldn't have gone back. And, bro, I felt so bad for him. Seeing him throw that pick and then get fucking blindsided by the defense that ended up having him re-injure that elbow. I think it's the same elbow, though. But and then prayers up for the tight end for Washington, bro.
Zach Ertz?
Oh, bro, that injury was nasty. But low-key, that's on Mariota. That was a hospital ball between two fucking defenders, bro. That was a nasty-ass ball, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, who you got?
I definitely like the Giants. Jackson Dart at home. Yeah. Especially with no Jaden Daniels. I haven't really been high on this Commanders team all year. And especially without him, I'm taking the Giants to win at home. All right, let's move on to another NFC East team. The Eagles at home against the Raiders. Favored by 11.5 is what I got them. Okay. You think the Raiders beat the Eagles?
The Raiders cover the spread. Kenny Pickett has the ability to do the funniest thing ever.
Kenny Pickett.
For all Cowboy fans, Kenny Pickett, do not forget this team traded you away to an organization where you would not succeed, bro.
That's true.
Jalen Hurts, proving the world's point, besides Eagle fans, that he's not a top 5 QB. He does not have the arm talent, and he's been carried in all his teams he's been in, including with Alabama. Look at the rosters of teams that he's played with. And like how you said last week, you hit it on the nose last week. Jalen Hurts just does not have those qualities. He's limited. He's a limited QB, bro. And it's been a lovely hate watch on Twitter, bro. Oh my God, thank you, Jalen Hurts, my Cowboys lost, but seeing you lose the way you've been able to turn the ball over, bro. Thank you. It's been a joy to watch.
Bro, he dropped a shitter.
Oh, did you see the stat? That if he would have just spiked him,
yeah, his QBR would have been higher than what it was. Bro, I'm kind of running out of excuses for my boy because low-key he chalked me a bye in fantasy. So now I'm kind of I'm kind of like hopping on the I might have to hop on the hate train.
Your score last week was nasty,
bro. In one of my leagues, it was like I was so favored to win because I had Jalen Hurts and they had the Eagles defense, and like the Eagles defense obviously balled, so I ended up losing,
bro.
And that cost me a bye.
Negative -4.
Yeah, I think it was
-4.
No, at one point I think it was, but I think he ended up having like. Because he ended up throwing for so many yards, I think he ended up with like 2 or 3 points. I stopped watching. I was like, bro, this was really sold crazy. Like, bro, that was disgusting.
Oh, imagine how many people was like he let out of playoffs.
Oh,
and he cost the people buys.
Damn, bro. If he needs to step it up these last. I'm gonna have to DM him.
I thought you were gonna say demote him.
Nah. Because that's crazy.
Bro, that is crazy.
He's picking the worst time to have his worst performances.
I mean, this next few weeks, though.
As bad as he's played, prior to this game, statistically, he actually had like a pretty good numbers in terms of like touchdown to interception ratio. I think prior to this game, he was like 19-7, which is like pretty good. Now with those 4 picks, bro, like.
Go back 3 weeks ago. He had only 1 thrown interception.
Yeah.
After the 3 weeks, bro, it's been 7 now.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. So that's scary if you're an Eagles fan, because if you look at the rest of the team, you're kind of like, you realize it actually really is low-key all on him for their struggles, bro.
Bro, and the O-line, though. The O-line is super depleted with no Lane Johnson, and then Jason Kelsey retiring hasn't helped. Like, bro, I just don't. And then Kevin Patullo is not the issue. Kevin Patullo would succeed if he had a decent QB with a decent arm talent. But since he doesn't have that, he doesn't know what Jalen Hurts is comfortable with. Like,
you know what he kind of is? I feel like he's kind of like a streaky shooter in basketball. Because sometimes he does make impressive throws, but the problem is he doesn't do it consistently.
You know what he is, bro?
It's like in spurts.
You know what he is?
What?
He's like a how do I put this?
He's kind of like a Westbrook.
No. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you. He is how tall is he? Like 6'2", 6 feet.
Around there.
Let me see. Because this is about to put it in perspective.
6'1".
He is a 6'1" Bryce Young. He is a 6'1" Bryce Young with less arm talent, though.
I was gonna say I think Bryce Young might be a better, but I think he's also more like, I guess in a way, mobile than Bryce.
But
Bryce Young can actually move a little bit too.
He can. Like, that's what I'm saying. But if you put them together, like, if you were to put Jalen Hurts on that Panthers team, you get the same result,
bro. That'd be disgusting.
You'd get the same result, if not worse.
And Bryce Young would look better on the Eagles. I'm saying he would look better than Jalen Hurts, but he would look a lot better than what he's like. Yeah. Because this year has been kind of like a comebacker, you know.
Yeah.
For Bryce Young.
For Bryce Young, yeah.
But yeah, bro, the Eagles, definitely like the Eagles in this game, especially after that tough loss on Monday night. And it's crazy because they had like all those turnovers, and it still went into overtime.
Bro, yeah, but this just kind of shows you that the Chargers and Justin Herbert, like, it was a good win for the Chargers, but it also kind of gave you...
Yeah.
It spoke a lot about that Chargers team.
That's true.
So...
That's true.
But we can move on.
Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Jets at the Jaguars. We got...
Just move on. I think we both got the Jags.
Yep.
But 13 and a half,
I've doubted the Jags all season, and now, like, I'm like, okay, like, they've been proving me wrong, you know?
Yeah.
And I think now that Brian Thomas has started to look better, I think I'm believing in them more.
Yeah.
Because prior to, like, these last couple of weeks, I just felt like they were very limited offensively, but...
And Jacoby Myers.
Oh, that's true. That was a good pickup for them for sure. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Cardinals at the Texans.
Oh, this is another one, bro.
Yeah.
Texans.
Favored by 9.5. I think I might like them to cover. Their defense is crazy.
Yeah. Bro, I'm telling you, that defense, top notch. Top notch defense. I don't know, man, because
might be the best defense in the league, honestly.
It is the best defense in the league, definitely.
Yeah.
And then Denver, though. Denver and Houston, this would be a good playoff game, bro. Good playoff game. Take the under in the future for that playoff game.
For sure.
But it's going to be a good one. Now transitioning over to the next game.
Yeah, speaking of Denver, they're at home against the Packers. What do you like in this one? This should be a tough game.
Denver Broncos, baby.
Really?
Yes, give me the Denver Broncos.
Green Bay's favored.
I know.
You going with the upset?
Yeah, I'm going with the upset.
Okay. I'm not mad at it, but I'm taking the Packers. Okay. I think the Packers these last couple of weeks have had more convincing wins.
Yeah.
And I think the Broncos are due for a loss.
Yeah.
And the fact that Green Bay is favored is a little bit surprising to me because Denver has a better record and they're at home. But I think I might like Green Bay to cover the 2.5.
2.5? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I have Denver's due because they're at home. It's always harder when you play them at home.
Yeah, because of
for the altitude.
Yeah, that's true.
And I just think that Denver's front line is going to be able to stop Jordan Love to make any plays. So
yeah, we'll see. It should be a good game though.
Yeah, definitely. And Josh Jacobs, I don't know if he's going to be end up playing or not, and he's an important role on that team. So
he is for sure. But let's move on to the next one. This another one that I was surprised with the spread. The Rams favored by 5.5 points at home against the Lions. That's surprising to me.
Yeah,
5.5 points. Maybe I'm still just too high on the Lions, but I'm still believing in them, bro. You're off the Lions?
Yeah, I'm off of the Lions, but it's been too inconsistent because they win one, lose one, win one, lose one. Like that's been kind of like the trend with them this season.
But I feel like Dan Campbell kind of has them like regardless of their record. I feel like he always finds a way to have those players kind of play with like a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
You know? And then the fact that they're 5.5 point underdogs, I feel like he could use that to their advantage. I'm actually going with the upset, bro. I'm taking the Lions. I'm taking the Lions.
Damn, bro. I don't know. I can't. Bro, Puka Nacua, bro. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing. He is nasty, bro. He is so nasty.
He's a dog. I still don't like watching him play, but you can't deny how much of a beast he is.
Bro, he's nasty.
But you know what I like about the Rams now is that because I've talked about how I'm not the biggest Kyren Williams fans, but the ascension of Blake Corum, I feel like has kind of changed my outlook for that team. Yeah. Because now they have a legit running game. Yeah. And obviously when you add that to like their elite passing game, now that offense is very well rounded. Yeah. So I think the Rams right now, if I had to pick, I think they would be the NFC favorites to make it to the Super Bowl as of right now.
I still have them as the favorites. It's either them or potentially Green Bay.
Maybe, yeah.
But
like in terms of like hottest teams in the NFC, yeah. But that's kind of another reason why I'm going with the Lions because it's kind of like a desperation game for them because they kind of almost need to win out if they want to make the playoffs. Whereas the Rams, they have, I feel like, a little bit more of a margin for error.
Yeah.
You know. But we'll see that. I'm definitely tuning into that.
That
should be a good game.
Yeah.
But the one that probably isn't going to be a good game is the Panthers at the Saints. It is a divisional game, so maybe.
Yeah.
But Panthers are favored by 2.5 points. What do you got?
I barely got the Panthers, bro. Saints, though, pulling off an upset win against the Bucks last week. And maybe the Bucks are just not the team that we all thought they were.
I feel like injuries have really messed with them.
Yeah, but they got all their players back now.
They do, but I feel like, you know how it's like it's like one player's out and then one comes back in, and then like they haven't had like, I feel like their best team together at one time. You know what I mean?
True, yeah.
But yeah, I definitely like the Panthers in this one too. All right, next one. Titans at the Niners. The Niners are favored by 12.5. They're off of a bye too.
Damn, bro, just give me the Niners, bro. It's going to be a nasty game.
Yeah, I think that offense is going to struggle against the Niners, so I definitely like the Niners to beat them. But the Titans last week,
pulling up that offset, that upset. I did not see that coming, bro. I did not see that coming.
Yeah, that was they had a pretty like significant comeback too.
They did.
The Browns are up by a good amount. But yeah, I definitely like the Niners to win. Yeah. If anything, that's more of a reason that they will lose this week.
They will lose, yeah. You know?
All right, next one. Colts at the Seahawks. Seahawks favored by 13.5.
Phillip Rivers.
Bro.
I cannot believe out of all the QBs, bro, that's what they call him.
That's like a... You know when you have like a random dream?
Yeah.
And you're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
This sounds like something you have a dream about. Like Phillip Rivers coming out of retirement 5 years later.
Bro, like Ben DiNucci's out there, bro. Like there's it's just like a slap in the face to like all these other QBs that like are hoping for a chance, and then you
Cam
see
Newton.
Phillip Rivers. Oh my God.
I think he said, I saw something that Cam Newton was like, that's disrespectful.
Of course he did. Yeah. Of course he did. Kaepernick is out there.
I'm dead.
Hey, that just goes to show you skin tone matters.
Bro. But the Colts are done.
They're done.
Who would have thought the Colts would have been done before Phillip Rivers? Yeah, but I'm off the Colts.
Yeah.
Was never really too sold on them as like legit contenders. And then now without Daniel Jones, like especially for this game, I got the Seahawks.
Yeah, I got the Seahawks too. But RIP to, the wide receivers on the Colts during fantasy when you need the most. Pittman.
I mean, we'll see, because Phillip Rivers is a gunslinger. So he might like throw a lot of picks, but I could see him putting up yards.
This defense, though, the Seattle defense is going to...
For this week, yeah.
Eat him alive,
yeah,
bro.
For this week, yeah.
He's going to get sacked, and Nafu's not going to get up. He's not going to get up. That was going to be like, what the fuck did I do? Bro, but my tight end,
He's a grandpa.
Tyler Warren. And he's a grandpa, too. Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah, that's honestly, when I saw that, I thought it was like Centel or something like that, like the Colts are gonna work out Phillip Rivers.
I didn't think they were actually gonna go through with
That's crazy. But let's move on to Sunday Night Football.
Yes,
the Vikings taking on your Cowboys. Cowboys favored by 5.5. You want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
I'm picking the Cowboys. I was gonna troll you and be like, I got the Vikings, because I'm pretty big on the Vikings.
Yeah,
but like, I mean, in the beginning of the season, and then they've been letting me down. But I definitely like the Cowboys to win. I think they're the hotter team. They're at home. But I do like the Vikings to cover the 5.5 point spread. But I'm picking the Cowboys.
We'll see. We'll definitely see what happens. But the Cowboys at home are a different team, bro. I don't know what it is. Away, we're losing any game. At home, though, we're definitely winning in the regular season. Yeah, man. I mean, CeeDee Lamb getting concussed last week definitely did not help. Pickens kind of showing that Pittsburgh attitude again. I kind of didn't like that. Because he could have put a little bit more effort, and we probably would have been in a better situation during that beatdown that we got from the Lions. But we had to win out. Because if we win out and the Eagles lose 2 more games, we're definitely in.
So you still have hope?
Yeah, because I mean, why not? Why not just ride the wave? I'm still high on the Cowboys, but I mean, shit, anything can happen. The NFC is kind of open, bro.
I saw the Cowboys have like a 9% chance or lower to make the playoffs.
14.
14?
14 as of today.
But as of today?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
As of today, 14.
Because I thought it was at like 14 before they lost.
No, it was as of today.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, I think if the Eagles just lose 2 more times, we're running away with the NFC East, and I think that's what's gonna happen.
But they still have to play the Commanders twice, right?
Twice in a short time frame. So I think the Commanders are gonna pull off a win
without Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
I think we've seen the last of Jaden Daniels, right? Like,
yeah, he should not come back.
Yeah, so
and
I don't know. It's looking shaky.
The next opponent for the Eagles are the Bills. The Bills at home.
Like the Eagles are gonna be at home?
No, the Bills are gonna be at home.
Okay, but the Bills will be coming off of a win. No, I'm just kidding. We'll see.
We'll see what happens. It'll be interesting.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to Monday's game. The Dolphins at Pittsburgh.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go first.
Okay, so the Dolphins, 5 straight wins. You know what was, like the lifeline for this team? Tua saying that he'd love to play a game in Jerusalem. Ever since then, the Jews tapped in. They did something because 5 wins after that statement, and you can make it 6 wins straight after this.
That's crazy. You got the Dolphins?
I got the Dolphins.
I mean, honestly, with how the Steelers are this season, like, this is one of the games that they lose because it's like you expect them to be like win, especially after a big win.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm going with my Steelers. They're at home. I think they'll do enough to stop the Dolphins' run game because that's really what's been like the difference.
Yeah.
Like once Achane started popping off, they started winning.
Yeah.
So I think the Steelers defense will key in on that, even though they haven't been, the most consistent unit all season. And I think my boy Rodgers, who's also playing with the broken left hand.
Hairline fracture. Some pussy shit.
He's 40 plus too, though.
That's true.
I just think the Steelers win this game.
Okay, we'll see. Because, bro, I think the Steelers have blue balled you more than my Cowboys have blue balled me. Because it's like when they're meant to lose, they win.
Yeah. But that's kind of the Cowboys, too.
But barely, though. Barely. It barely happened after the bye. You guys, it's been like all season. Like, you guys win when you're not supposed to. You guys lose the games you guys are supposed to win. Like,
I feel like what it is the Cowboys are more like they'll go on runs, like for better and for worse. Like, they'll go on like a couple games, they win, and then like, whereas the Steelers, it's more so like win a game, lose a game. You know what I mean? So, like, definitely week in and week out, they are like less consistent. Yeah.
They keep hitting you back up. Hey, big head.
Type. And, like, the only reason I think they still might make the playoffs is just because the AFC North is looking kind of chalk this year.
Bro, I think they do run away with the title, though.
They might, honestly. I don't want to say anything because I'm like, I don't want to. But the thing is, too, like, even if they win the division, I just know they're going to lose their first playoff game. So I'm not even, like, hyped about it.
That's true.
So I'm just like the Steelers playing. Let's see, who would they play?
Let's see. I could probably pull it up, no?
They would probably have to play like the Patriots or the Broncos, right? Because, well, actually, no, they'd be a division winner. So they would play a wild card team. So it'd be like
the Texans.
The Bills or the Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's not looking good.
Or the Chargers. No, it'd be, against the Chargers?
I will say this, Tomlin out.
Yeah.
I've been saying it for years, bro.
That is true, you have.
It's time for, like, a good, like, rebuild. Like, draft a quarterback, get a different coach.
If they make playoffs, though, and they win the division, he's not going anywhere.
You think so?
Yeah.
Probably not.
He's staying another year. He might sign another 4-year contract.
Oh, my gosh.
How long has he been the head coach? Like more than 15 years?
Yeah, I think it's like 18 or 19.
Jesus.
Yeah, I think his first year was like 2007.
Damn.
I want to say.
That'll be weird, bro.
Or 06.
That'll be weird for me to see. Because all I've known is Tom.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Damn, that's weird.
It's time though.
Yeah.
I think
guess
it
you
is.
could say it's time, yeah.
Because, like, think about it, like, out of all the... Nah, never mind. I was gonna say, but then I thought about something else. Let's move on. Let's move on.
All right, but before we move on, good luck to everybody in fantasy football playoffs. Me and Troy are going to potentially see each other in the finals in the league that we're in, that we've chimed in talking about. Troy, you had the bye. You feel confident in the next round?
Honestly, not super confident. The funny thing is, in the league that we have together, I have the best record out of all the leagues that I'm in. But I actually don't think that's my best team. And the reason for that is, I think, because I have CMC, I have James Cook, and I have Breece Hall as my running backs. So obviously, like, one of those I can flex. But I feel like, particularly like with Breece Hall and James Cook, I feel like as the season's gone on, they've kind of been like, their production has kind of been going down. Yeah. And then my receivers, I have Pickens, who, like, you know, he's been one of the best receivers, but there's, you know, like, given any given week, he could
flop.
Yeah, he could flop. And then outside of that, it's like, I don't really have like a stud receiver. The rest of them are, I have like depth at receiver because I have Brian Thomas, and then I have Tet McMillan. So those guys are pretty good, but it's kind of like difficult to know who to start week in and week out, you know what I mean? But we'll see. That'd be funny if we play each other. If we do, we have to have like some sort of wager. Well, if you win, we play each other, right?
No, we wouldn't play each other until the final because we're on different.
Oh, dang.
We're on different.
Some America Cruz Azul type.
Chill.
We'll play the same result.
Hell no. This one got the big money though. This one got the.
That's true, huh?
This one got the big money.
That's true.
But first, second, and third, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
But definitely would look forward to that.
I forget. It's funny because I always kind of pay attention to the leagues that I have. I feel like I have the best team, but then I realized that I was like, I should be paying attention to the ones where there's more money on the line. I don't know how you go about it.
Yeah, well, honestly, I didn't at the beginning. I kind of do the same thing though. I'm like, I'll focus more on the one where it has big money, but then that kind of hurt me last year. Because last year I made, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but like I had been making like final, like every final for the fantasy leagues. And then last year, like I focused on like the big money ones and I didn't make shit. Like last year was the first year I didn't make shit for any of the ones. But then this year, like, honestly, I wasn't really that like tapped in with fantasy football. Like every now and then I would just be like, well, I have like a good foundation of players. So I didn't really switch it around. Yeah. And then somehow, some way, I made playoffs for like 2 of the 3 that I'm in. The one that I didn't make it in, though, was because it was on the fucking Sleeper app, and I hate that app.
This is my first year playing Sleeper, too, and it's growing on me, but I still think I like ESPN more.
Yeah, ESPN's the way to go.
But yeah, no, it should be definitely fun. I've been seeing a lot of the memes about, like, like, when you're out of the fantasy football playoffs, and it's like, fucking...
Bro, I saw one that it was like, these 2 teams would advance into playoffs, and if one of them lost, then like the 8th seed would go to them. So, but if one of them lost, the 8th seed would go to the other guy. So what they did is they just benched the other players, and they ended up in a tie, and they both advanced.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's some whole shit.
Crazy. Yeah.
That's some whole shit. Bro, and then in one of the fucking leagues I'm in, bro, I'm going to just pull it up real quick because some of these dumb motherfuckers, bro, gave this motherfucker a gauntlet-ass team. Bro, this fool collected Infinity Stones. This fool has Amara St. Brown, Puka Nakua, the guy from the Panthers that you have. This fool just picked up Mike Evans. This fool has fucking Devon Achane, bro. This fool has a gauntlet. Every week from here on out, he's projected to score like 150 points.
Dang. And is it a 10-man or a 12-man?
It's a 10-man.
Okay.
But everybody fucking like traded him their best players, bro.
Traded or they dropped him?
No, they traded them to him. And this motherfucker does this shit every year in the last 2 years, bro. Everybody has gave him their best players, and this motherfucker has won the league.
Damn. We could do like a deep dive when the season's over.
Yeah.
and like see how our teams did, because I actually, for the 6 leagues that I'm in, I actually was able to get a bye for 3 of them.
Damn.
And then in one of my leagues, the only league I haven't made playoffs yet is because this is the last week of regular season, and if I win, I'll make playoffs. But yeah, I want to do like a deep dive if I win a couple of them, because then like there's something there.
Yeah.
If I lose, then it's chalk.
Yeah.
But you want to move on to the Hispanic Heisman Frontrunners?
Yeah, man. Let's move on to college football, and shout out to my boy Josie, who's kind of try to tap me into college football a little bit. And my son too, bro.
Josie?
Josie.
Josie?
Yeah, Josie.
He's tapped into college football?
Yeah, that fool would randomly send me like
shout out Josie.
Players to peep. But my son too. My son has this season was tapped into college football a lot more than I was. But moving on, for the first time, 2 QB Latino Hispanic Heisman candidates. One of them, Fernando Mendoza, QB of Indiana, who is of Cuban heritage with all his grandparents being born and raised in Cuba, along with Diego Pavia, QB of Vanderbilt, who is of Spanish and Mexican roots. This is a significant moment for Latino representation in college football. But let's take a deep dive to the past. Previously, though, there has been 2 Latino Heisman winners, one of them being Jimmy Plunkett from Stanford in 1970, who also became a 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Raiders. And as of late, Bryce Young was the other Latino Heisman winner with Alabama in 2001, and he is of Mexican heritage. So this is a big moment for us.
That's like, I definitely was. I had to peep that. Like, I had to peep, like, because I'm not really too big on college football. I had tried to get into it earlier this season, but, just with, like, all the other stuff that we're tapped into, it was just kind of, like, overwhelming.
Yeah.
But I did notice, like, Mendoza, you think, like, oh, is Hispanic? So, yeah, like, once the season progressed, I started, like, looking more into it. And, yeah, it's definitely dope to see that, there's going to be more Hispanic, Latino representation in the NFL too, because I feel like that's just gonna, like, these guys could be pioneers in that sense, and inspire like a whole generation of Hispanics to take that next step. Because I feel like there's kind of a little bit of like a, I guess, stigma or kind of like lack of confidence if you don't see like representation like on TV and stuff. You know what I mean? It seems like more far-fetched. Yeah. So it's definitely going to be dope to see those guys make it to the league.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And a quick shout out to Joey Aguilar from Tennessee. He's also the QB for that team, and he had a great season so far as well. Unfortunately, they're not going to be playing in playoffs. The only person that's going to be playing in playoffs is going to be Fernando Mendoza, which he could also go out and win the national title. Yeah. And I think if you were to ask me who do I think is going to end up winning it, I think it'd be Fernando Mendoza due to the fact that he is up for the opportunity to win that national title.
Yeah, because right now he's heavily favored to win, minus 1,800, and then Pavia is second at plus 900, so that's a huge margin. So it looks like he's going to run away with the award. Yeah,
and also Mendoza has led that team to a 12-0 start in their first and only, the first time in the school's history. But personally, though, I like Diego Paiva more. Really? Just because of like his underdog mentality that he's had. He started out in JUCO with no offers coming out of high school. Yeah. He wasn't a ranked quarterback. And then after that, once he kind of popped off in JUCO, New Mexico State offered him a scholarship. And then after that, like how this whole portal thing, he went into the portal, and Vanderbilt, he gave him one of their best winning seasons in his first couple years with that football team.
I also like how he's like a dual threat too.
Yeah, he's fun. And his family's kind of funny. He's he's pretty big out there with the media. He's friends with Theo Von.
Yeah, I saw that.
Theo Von dated his mom. Have you seen that? That they made a bet with each other. Like, I think if
it was like Tate McRae, right? Like if Theo Von got him a date with Tate McRae, he would let Theo Von take his mom out.
Was that what it was? I thought it was about like beating the team or losing to a team.
Or maybe they have different bets, but
yeah, probably.
Because I know that Pivot podcast interview you sent me. I think that's what they talked about it around there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a dope interview too. Yeah. And I was surprised to see that like Diego Pavia is so well spoken, because I feel like usually like those players that have like that fiery personality are usually more like outspoken. And he seemed like a little bit. He's more mature than I thought he was.
Yeah.
And he is a little bit older than most college football players, but yeah, definitely rooting for both of them. Hopefully they have good careers at the next level.
Yeah, definitely. Which I think, or quick note, I think he's gonna declare for the draft. For this upcoming draft. So Diego Paiva.
Yeah,
so that'd be interesting.
When I looked it up, it said he was projected to be a day 3 pick. So like in the later rounds.
I mean, you saw what happened with Shador.
Yeah.
You never know. You saw what happened with my boy Dakota Rain Prescott.
What round was he? 3rd?
4th?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
About to win MVP too.
Hell no.
All right, let's move on. Liga MX recap. What should we start off? The semifinals?
Yeah, let's recap the semifinals. We could do Toluca Monterrey so you can settle into it. But Monterrey, pretty much the story of their whole season. Their talent is what got them by.
Yeah.
We never really saw this team have an identity or chemistry amongst their players, but they had so much talent that they were able to compete with anybody. Yeah. Particularly the second game, I thought they were kind of cruising and going through the motions, and Toluca was in control of that game up until the ending, where they kind of out of nowhere turned it into a game. But that's kind of typical Liga MX fashion, you know what I mean? But yeah, definitely Toluca was the better team throughout the course of the 2 legs. And we'll see what happens with this Monterrey team. Obviously, we know Ramos is gone. But yeah, what'd you think about this matchup?
I'm not gonna lie, Monterrey had me the first half though.
Really?
Like the ida. And I was like, shit, maybe it could happen. But then
you did find yourself like thinking like, dang, like for
they
sure
might do it. But and then I mean, then Mieso Diaz just holds weight.
Yeah, bro.
Toluca got off to a very hot start, which kind of had Monterrey fighting from against the ropes, but it wasn't enough. And the Monterrey, Ramos scored the PK, right? Or did he miss it? No, he scored it. He scored it, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. This Toluca team seems shaky. I think you could kind of see that. You could kind of see that if they're not at home, it's not looking too great for them. And lucky for them, they just lost 1-0 today against Tigres. But the Mieso Diaz, I think they'll be able to find a way to turn it up just a little bit. Because right now it's kind of looking like the same situation. I mean, you kind of saw it with the Juarez game. Yeah. It was like they were barely winning. And then at home, they kind of tied. But they'll do enough to come out on top. And they did enough in both series. So I think this next one, though, I still have Toluca winning. But, bro, you got to give a round of applause to Tigres, bro. One hell of a season for them.
Well, let's move on to the Tigres Cruz Azul game.
Yeah.
I mean, first, get well soon to my tocayo, Jesus Chiquitorosco. That was I had written down that was like the nastiest injury I've seen, and then like the freaking Ertz one. But do
you remember when we would go play indoor?
Where?
At McAdams?
Yeah.
That shit happened to me the exact same way one time.
Bruh, I don't think like that.
No, bro, dead ass. And you know what?
His shit was like...
Bro, my shit happened like that too, though.
But it didn't stay like that.
No, my shit didn't stay like that.
Yeah.
It folded back, but because I fucking like bounced up. But like 2 weeks prior to that, though, that same ankle, I had twisted it.
Was that one of the 4 attachments?
Yes, bro. Yeah, it was. But you know what made it worse, bro?
Gina, hold on, real quick. When me and Gina used to play, this would always hurt his ankle. And like after the session, you would just get like, you would just see like 4 attachments or like 5 attachments from this, and they're all of his ankle, and it's like purple and super swollen.
I had to get the different ankles. Like, look, I swear I'm hurt.
Chilenco.
Bro, but that shit was the start of like why I was so like prone to injury, bro, like with my ankles, because my dad specifically told me, don't go play. Like if you get hurt, I'm not gonna pick you up. I was like, nah, I'm gonna go play. Bro, that exact same injury happens, bro. Like,
so the cursing, it runs in your family,
bro. Bro, this motherfucker booted that shit, and I was playing goalie because I was like, I'm gonna just. You remember how like we would have like somebody on goal to protect?
Wait, was this in high school still?
Yeah, this was like heading into our senior year. This was why that season, bro, I was so like injured like the whole season because
you didn't let it heal properly.
I didn't let it heal properly, and then I called my dad like, "Hey, like I fucked it up."
After he told you not to,
this was like, "Come walking home, bro." I had to walk home.
Damn,
bro. I legit like it took me like almost an hour and a half to get home, but I didn't even live that far. I was dead ass just dragging my foot like. Fuck, bro, this shit hurts. Damn. And that's why I had a terrible senior year, bro.
I'm freaking dead.
That's why I was so like my ankle was so fucked.
I just remember the images, bro.
Bro, I remember that summer.
You would always be hurting your ankle, though. Was it always the same one?
It was like after that injury, it was always that same one because I never let it heal properly. I think I had like a ligament issue and shit too, but I just never wanted to go get it checked out.
To this day, have you never gotten it checked out?
Nah.
Damn.
No, I haven't. After it's been a while.
It's not wood.
It's been a while since I've heard it, but like, I stayed hurting it at Rolling Loud after that. It'd be like the Rolling Loud concerts in the mosh pits.
I'm dead, bro.
But yeah, bro, that fucking injury just put me like I had a hella flashbacks. I was like, fuck. I wish you get that one.
It gave me a flashback of that one other Cruz Azul injury, remember? That was like the OG gruesome. Yeah. Was it Andrade?
Andrade.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that one was nasty.
That one was like the OG, because that was when like YouTube was taking off. I feel like one of the first like viral injuries. His was worse though.
But the replay too, when they played it, you just see that fool holding his foot and that shit was just that shit was dangling.
Yeah, but get well soon.
Yeah.
He's out for the World Cup, right?
Yeah, because it was like a ligament issue as well. It wasn't just like a fracture.
That sucks.
But yeah, bro. I mean,
he was like the backup, like the first backup for Johan, I want to say.
Yeah, and I mean he was playing good. He was playing good too, bro. Yeah. And like he could have potentially like, well, Montes is super injury prone too. I could have seen Chiquete kind of starting. For Mexico, but
2 lefties would be gross though.
That is true.
Center back.
That is true.
But yeah, let's go back to the game. Tigres, do you think they deserve to advance?
Yeah, bro. Cruz Azul was more focused on going to Dubai and winning those fucking dust collectors rather than focusing on the league title. Like like Ramon started the game and then went ahead and benched Charlie and Paradela, who have been one of, if not one of the best 2 duo midfielders in all of Liga MX. And then you go out and you get scored on the first couple minutes, and then you're fighting to score a goal. And then everything went against us because look what happened. We missed a PK. Chiquete got hurt. It was just all this collateral damage, and then like Ramon goes and says that, you know, our season was basically chalked after Kevin Mier got hurt in that Pumas game. And it's like, bro,
he said that?
Yeah. It's like, bro, like you can't find a cheap way out.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly tired of this fucking team. Bro. I'm tired of.
This nucleus of players.
I'm tired of almost being there. Like I think Cruz Azul has enough to kind of scrap the team. Get rid of Toro, get Joao Pedro, get rid of either Bogusz or get rid of what's the other fucking waste of space in the midfield for us? I forget his name. The Argentinian midfield, get rid of him and then go get Paradela. We have a good... Oh, get rid of Piovi too. Get that terrorist off of my team, bro. We basically lost in Dubai because of him, bro. Did you see how he gave it away?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh my God. And then we go to Dubai and we look like... We start off hot the first half. And Jorge Sanchez just solidified his call-up due to that banger that he scored. Have you seen that?
I didn't check that one out. I was...
Pull them up for you real quick.
I was like... I honestly completely forgot about that. But...
We deserve to lose, though.
That means they're out now, though, right?
Yeah, if we would have won, then we would have moved on to then play some weak-ass Dubai team. And then if we would have won that, we would have been able to play PSG. But we're not going to do
Looks
that
like it's Flamengo PSG then, huh?
Yep. And then look at this. Just okay, real quick. He throws it back to Piovi. Piovi's like, let me just pass it to him real quick. And then look at that. They score.
What is he doing?
And bro, the team still went out and like they were like, oh yeah, mistakes happen.
Cruz Azul was winning.
No, because they were one. They were.
Oh, they weren't winning.
Yeah, they weren't winning. This happened in like the first couple minutes, and then look at this banger by Jorge Sanchez outside of the 18 volley, and just solidified his World Cup call up. And after this, bro, I was hyped because we were dominating that first half, and then
that's his best goal ever.
The second half, bro, we just came out looking sorry as fuck, and then look, another POV mistake right here. Look how he gives it away to the midfield. Look, okay. No, it's not it. Come on. Okay, look. Is it this one? Oh, fuck. Yeah, it is. I don't know. Let's start from the beginning. Okay, look. Right here. POV has the ball up here. And then he gives it to that guy. That guy then goes and gets the through ball. He gets juked out. POV can't make a tackle. This guy shoots it. This other guy gets in the 18. Runs it in. Crosses it. Oh, no, was this not the goal? No, this was not the goal. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys.
But anyways, going back to the Tigres Cruz Azul, bro, I agree with you that Tigres deserve to advance. I feel like Cruz Azul, you never really saw the best version of them against Tigres.
No, and then after, you never saw the best version of them after that Pumas game, bro. If I'm being quite honest. Like, and then, like, that, the World Cup or that FIFA stoppage, like, time, kind of deflated us, to be honest. So
yeah, I do think there needs to be changes made to this team because they obviously have an identity as a team, which is good, but they kind of don't have a lot of like adjustments. Like they only play one way.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I mean? And I think they need to be like, I think I mentioned this earlier, but I feel like you guys need better like one-on-one players because like I feel like you guys have a methodical buildup, but it's pretty slow.
Yeah.
You know? So if you guys are forced to be a counter-attacking team, that's not really a style of play that is like beneficial for you guys. So I think if you guys add like a couple players to that, I think it would make you guys' teams. Because like the two teams in the final, Tigres and Toluca, they can play possession-based soccer, but they're also good at counter-attacking. Yeah. You know? So
and they have a star to carry, to come out. And I think this team is too much for Lacramon. Like Lacramon don't know how to handle a baddie, and Cruz Azul is that baddie for them.
But also, too, to your point, they don't have like a clear-cut best player like this who's like, you know what I mean? And I think the other teams kind of do. Yeah. I think you guys have a bunch of like players that are like 7 to 8 rating, but you guys don't have like a 9, 10, you know what I mean, type player. In terms of like Liga and Mickey's talent.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I'm saying. Go get Joao Pedro and go get Paradela and we'll be fine.
Or like a Paulinho. I want Paulinho for America though. But one thing I did want to add is that we didn't mention because we both picked Tigres and Cruz Azul. I mean, Tigres and Toluca to make the final. And, you know, not to toot our own horn, but we were right about that. But it wasn't really like a hot take because you're saying like the 1-seeded team and the 2-seeded team are making it. But one thing we didn't talk about is that with the way the Liga is set up now, the no away goal rule heavily favors the higher seeded team, which I actually like because because think about it, we get to see the two best teams in the final. I think the onus should be on the lower seeded team to prove that they're a better team, because otherwise they're undeserving to advance. Because if you have that away goal rule, it gives the lower seeded teams a higher probability to advance, but then you're not rewarding the consistency the whole season. Yeah. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's basically like for example, if there was a away goal rule, we could have seen like a little bit of a long shot, but like imagine if like Juarez or Tijuana made the final. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm kind of one of those, like, I get the whole underdog, you know, that's a good narrative, but ultimately with sports, I feel like you want to see the best players on the biggest stage. Yeah. And with this format, we're seeing that. We're seeing Tigres and Toluca in the final. And I think that's a good segue to break down the final a little bit more. I know we already kind of did. But at the time of this recording, the first game actually ended. Tigres with the 1-0 win at home. And I'm going to be honest, my prediction prior to the game, I thought Tigres was going to win like 3-0 at home. And I was thinking Toluca would win like 2-0 at home, you know, and it would be competitive in that sense. But I think this could be one of like the best finals we've seen, because both teams obviously are stacked with talented rosters. They both have championship pedigree, and they both have huge home field advantages. Yeah. And we've seen that throughout the whole season.
Yeah, and basically, you could kind of say these are, like how you said, these are one of the top two best rosters in Liga MX. But I still feel Tigres is that deeper team, though. Tigres is that deeper team. And not to kind of diminish what Gudiño has done. Was it Gudiño? Yeah, right? No.
Toluca's keeper, Hugo Gonzalez?
No. Tigres is coach.
Oh, Pizarro.
Pizarro. Not to diminish what Pizarro has done, but I think what's been carrying him is the squad. Not so much, because you don't really see him do a lot of tactical changes mid-game. He doesn't do a lot of... he'll just replace players position-wise, because he has so much to pick from. And it's just like top quality subs that are coming in. And I think for Toluca, that's what's going to eventually end up biting them in the ass, because they're... How they've been doing it is like they're coming from behind, and at home they know that they'll be able to kind of keep up. But I don't think that's going to work.
Yeah, Tigres is a different beast, because you know, we talked about how they were the team that allowed the least amount of goals. Yeah. And I think I see where you're coming from with Guido Pizarro in terms of in-game adjustments, but he did make tactical adjustments throughout the course of the season, because I think when in the beginning he was so hell-bent on playing Correa with either Ibanez or Guignac or another number 9, and then they were a little bit too offensive, I want to say. Yeah. And then when we started seeing Correa up there by himself. Yeah. And putting that extra guy in the midfield, when he started playing what's his name? Romelu, yeah, in the midfield, and it kind of brought more balance to this team, and I think that's kind of what changed
the trajectory.
Yeah, the trajectory of that team. Yeah. But also, I want to talk about Linus, bro. He's been balling.
Yeah, bro. He's definitely gonna need a call up. Yeah, he should be a call up.
I think if the World Cup were tomorrow, I think he should be starting on the right for Mexico.
Yeah, he should.
Because I mean, up until this point, it's been Piojo starting. And I think he's more in form than Piojo. And also, we've seen him play, bro. He's played wingback for Tigres, so you know he can do that defensive labor that Aguirre wants the wingers to do.
Yeah.
So he's been very, very impressive, and right now I think he's Mexico's best player 1-on-1.
Yeah. Mora's a little bit better in a sense 1-on-1.
I think Linus is better like
with speed,
taking players on like on the wing, because Mora plays a little bit more centrally.
Yeah.
But so you're not in the original video. Did you pick Tigres or did you pick Toluca?
I picked Toluca, and
so are you sticking with it, or
I'll stick with it just because I stuck with it. But damn, bro, I don't know. With the result that Tigres just got at home, and Toluca having to, with their backs against the wall. Yeah. It might be hard because that Tigres team, bro, if you don't score one, if you don't even at least score one, bro, you might be fucked. Might be fucked.
Yeah, plus, and we talked about Tigres can counterattack too.
Yeah.
And another thing too, I don't think we talked about this originally, but you have to favor Nahuel over Hugo Gonzalez if it comes down to that.
Nahuel probably going down as one of the best goalkeepers in Liga MX, bro.
Yeah, plus also like Alexis Vega.
No Alexis Vega, bro. I'm not mad at if Tigres wins though, because they have the squad that deserve it.
Yeah, they definitely do. And again, I'm not rooting for Toluca because for obvious reasons.
But all right, we can move on. We can move on to the Mexico's group draw reactions.
Shout out my goat.
Cuauhtémoc Blanco, who is now socking goalies in these pickup games of leyendas.
Leyendas, bro.
That was disgusting, bro. It might have been justified, though. A push like that from the back.
Honestly, I feel like he overreacted. That was pretty crazy.
That was a hard-ass hit, though, bro. He sucked the fuck out. Well, he slapped the shit out of him.
He did. That's what I'm saying. Cuauhtémoc overreacted because the guy just kind of pushed him. That's kind of like a goalie thing to do, you know? And this was just... And the funny thing, it's a leyendas game, bro. These dudes are all...
And he tells him to get up.
And my boy's a politician over here. Bro still doesn't understand optics.
He doesn't.
That's my goat, though. But anyways, what are your initial reactions about the draw? And then we could talk about expectations.
My reactions is that, if we're not good right now, what's going to make me think that this group of pool of players is going to grow balls and, develop amazing world-class talent within the next 6 months to compete and be in the top 16, which would be the quarterfinals, and be amongst that group of teams. Maybe the group of 16, will play that quarterfinal, or not quarterfinal, but we'll be in the round of 16.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not a top 8 nation.
Mm-mm.
So quarterfinals is looking very hard for us to get there. Simply based on the fact we don't have enough talent. We're pulling up to a gala in H&M suits. It looks good, but the quality is not there, and everybody else is gonna be pulling up with designer suits with designers that you've only ever heard of in West Side or West. What's his name? Move on.
But you think
some raps.
You think they finished first in the group?
No, I think we finished second.
Because I was gonna say there's still a chance, because you know how they haven't announced the last person. They could still draw Denmark, and that would be if they draw Denmark. I think Mexico has the toughest group.
I think it's between Denmark or Ireland.
Yeah, so Denmark, they're actually 21st in the FIFA ranking, and Mexico's 15. So they're Denmark has basically their whole roster in Europe. And that's not going to... Like, South Korea isn't going to be an easy game. South Korea is ranked 22nd. So South Korea and Denmark are basically, according to the FIFA rankings, neck and neck. South Africa is 61st. So I think that's, you know... If they don't win... Bro, if Mexico doesn't beat South Africa, like, it's chalk.
Same date?
Like a win, not tie. Because you know how Mexico, they had those consecutive World Cups where it was like 4 points, win one, draw one, lose one.
You want me to be honest?
Let's hear it.
This is another 4-point group for us.
I could see that, honestly.
We win against South Africa. We lose against Korea Republic. And we tie against Denmark or whoever advances from that.
I could see that. Or we tie to South Africa and we beat one of those better teams.
I don't see us beating Korea Republic.
Yeah, because I mean,
don't see us.
We just saw recently when they played
the
friendly against them. Like Mexico did not outplay them, bro. No. Honestly, I think I'm hoping that the home field advantage plays a big factor in Mexico's favor, but I feel like that's adding more pressure to the players if you think about it, because that's creating more expectations for like this Mexico team. Like, you guys are at home, you have to be. You know what I mean?
And teams are gonna spend like a month before these games start, so they'll be adjusted to the altitude already. Yes, it may still play a factor, and it may still be hot. And conditions won't favor, these other teams. But is it gonna really favor Mexico if Raúl Jimenez couldn't stand hearing him get booed in the Santos Laguna Stadium? What makes you think he's gonna be able to stand being booed inside the Azteca?
Yeah,
like I don't.
When you think about it, like, who's really in form for Mexico right now?
Mora.
Yeah,
that's it. Mora.
Pretty much. Linus, yeah. Because, like, Marcel, I feel like, has kind of quieted a bit. I mean, is Edson even starting at this point? I know we've talked about it. That's up in the air. Freaking our right and left back, that's always been a question mark. Alexis Vega has been injured. We'll see how he looks then. I'm just not... I don't know.
What do you think? How many points are we getting out of the group? And
It depends on who we draw. Like that last, I think that's going to be the key to it. Because if you get a favorable matchup, I could see them finishing first in the group.
Macedonia or whatever, macadamia.
Yeah,
macadamia nut.
But if you get Denmark, bro, I don't know. I agree. I don't think we finished first in the group. And then, I don't know. I feel like this is kind of a trend with Mexico where, heading into a World Cup, everyone's panicking, like, this team sucks. And then they, like, turn it up when the World Cup starts. But if you think about it, they turn it up in terms of their performances, but the results are always the same. Yeah. They always lose in, they never make it to the quinto partido. And then in this World Cup, even if they do make it to the quinto partido, because of the format, it's the round of 32. So it's not really, you're not improving. And if Mexico somehow make it to the quarterfinals, it'll be because they either like got lucky, like it's gonna come down to the draws. They have to get very, very favorable draws with whoever they play on the knockout stages. Because if they play a top team, I don't think home field advantage will be enough to push them past like top team. It's not. No matter how much we're hoping it will.
No matter how much you're gonna.
They'd have to get like lucky too in that game. You know what I mean? Like something would have to happen. Yeah. Like somebody gets a red card on their team and.
Bro, Mexico gets behind 1-0 early in the game. Puto, and worse at home. So for you guys that are out there saying, "Oh, Mexico's gonna be at home," they got the ability to do it, bro. Do you guys not know how we are? Like, do you guys not know how high we hold our team, the expectations that we have for our team, that as soon as they give us that little window to disrespect them, throw shit at them. Like, we're gonna take it. Like, we're gonna take it, and I don't think this Mexico team has the head to.
You know what pisses me off? When they're passing the ball, like from along the back line, and they start chanting "Ole," like, bro, what? Like,
oh my god, against South Africa,
that's lucky, like, embarrassing.
5 minutes in against South Africa,
like, that gives me like pena henna, like, bro, like, we're just passing the ball, like, from, or like when they pass it to midfield and back, and they're yelling "Ole," like, bro, that's not impressive.
Oh man, but one thing I want to know. I think it's time we really have a discussion about Edson Alvarez.
I mean, I feel like we've been, but I feel like you have a good point.
I'm going to back it up with stats. If you're going to take Edson Alvarez, you also have to take Luis Romo. The reason why I say that is because Luis Romo gives you more than what Edson Alvarez has gave you. Yes, I understand that Luis Romo doesn't have, you know, the TikTok compilation videos with that music in the background. But I'll give it to you with stats. Romo's goals and assists with Mexico in 58 games is 9. Edson's goals and assists with Mexico in 96 games is 9. So Romo has done the same amount of goals and assists in almost half the games that Edson has. Romo could play you that 5 line better than what Edson can. And Romo can also play you a better center defensive position rather than Edson. And I strongly believe that.
I think they have different, like, qualities as players. And I think it kind of sounds crazy to say that Romo has more condiciones than Edson, but I think if you really look at their game,
if you really watch the games and take off these hater eyes, this hater view that you have with Romo, you'll see that Romo knows how to break back lines. You'll see that Romo knows how to take on players better than what Edson does.
I feel like Edson has that ability though. Like, we haven't seen it because now he plays higher up, so he doesn't really have to do that as much. But like, I know with America, he would, with La Volpe, he played like with the back three, and he would come out playing clean.
Yeah.
And I think so. He has that ability. We just haven't seen him do it because with Mexico, he plays as a defensive midfielder, which we've talked about. I think I prefer Lira as a defensive midfielder over Edson because, like, from that position, he hasn't really offered much. But what I will say about Edson is that he steps up for Mexico when in like big moments. Like, he could get you a goal, and that's what I will say is that with Mexico, like specifically speaking with Mexico, I feel like he brings kind of like with him, I think it's almost like the intangibles, like his leadership and stuff, you know, which is kind of hard to quantify.
Yeah.
But there is something to be said about that as well.
Yeah, but it's like he's going to kick the ball out when, you know, we're being attacked, and then that was going to look to the crowd and hype him up like that. And then what is that going to turn into? That's going to turn into a real...
So you think, but let me ask you this. So Edson deserves a call-up or no?
Edson does deserve a call-up.
But you don't think he should be starting?
But I don't think he should be starting. And if you're going to call up Edson, you might as well call up Romo because Romo will give you more.
Honestly, you know, I'm not mad at that take. I think I would actually agree. And I think Edson would be almost better as, like, when you're winning, coming in as a sub and then bringing you that stability.
Because he's going to give you that energy and and you know, like that energy to spark up the team. He will give you that, which Romo won't give you that. But Romo's a silent assassin killer, bro. Like, he knows how to play well. Edson is going to look to tackle first and look for a yellow card in the first 5 minutes if he's coming off the bench. That's what he's going to come off to do.
It's getting harder and harder to defend my boy Edson.
I'm telling you, bro, and I've had this conversation many times, but people seem just because he has that Europe tag, they automatically think he's a way better player than Lira and Romo, who are, both of them give me Lira, give me Edson, and then give me Romo. Even though I just told you why to give me Romo ahead of Edson, but if you were to give me three of them to play the same role in the type of tactical game that Aguirre is going to play, Lira would cover that a lot better than what Edson would.
Yeah. I mean, I think I've said I prefer Lira at this point over Edson, unfortunately. Because, with, like, even though I've said he steps up with Mexico, either, like, I feel like the last couple performances, he hasn't lived up to his best with...
Yeah.
Like his best performances, you know? And now he's at a...
Fernando.
Yeah. I feel like when he had the Premier League tag, it was like, oh, yeah, he was stamped, but...
Center defensive wearing number 11. Jesus Christ. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, you hate my boy, though.
I think I hate him because of the trauma in 2018.
Oh, that's right. Oh, it all makes sense now. I'm dead. But he could. That just proves he could score. He could score when it matters.
But if you look at his stats with their respective teams, Romo has more goals and assists than Edson does. And you
You're
can
talking
say
about club?
Yeah, and you can say,
but,
but Edson's in Europe, okay, but
that's when I would argue that.
No. Still give me Romo, bro.
Bro, I mean, I get what your point, but you do have to give Edson the nod, like with statistically, like in their clubs, because bro was playing in the Premier League.
Give me Torrado over Edson, who Torrado played most of his career in Liga.
Hell no. Let's move on after that.
I swear, bro.
Torrado is basically like a poor man's Edson.
No, bro. He gives you way more, though. He gives you free kicks.
Way more
he gives
tackles.
You corners. He gives you more yellow cards, more red cards.
More sunscreen.
He was Edson before. Give you a whole bottle of sunscreen. He gave some to the Prietitos.
Bro, I remember I had a homie. I forgot. He was a Cruz Azul fan, and he was like, bro, even me when like they would call him up, even I would be like, why do they keep calling this fool up?
Oh, bro, that's how. But bro, like that team gave you more hope than this fucking team. Like those 06 teams, those 05 teams.
Oh yeah, those teams, yeah.
Those Liga MX heavy roster teams. Even 2014, bro. Like
2014 for sure. But
they had a coach that just knew how to get their best out of these players.
Yeah.
And Aguirre is just more of like, hey guys, you know what we got to do.
He's like a Mike Tomlin, bro.
Hey, here, go there, break.
They're motivators. They're not like tacticians.
But I think Herrera was more of a motivator than a tactician.
I could see that, but he would have like pretty good like he wasn't like a savant, but like he would still make adjustments, or like he still had like an idea and a style of play. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like with the five in the back with those like wing backs, like with Paul Aguilar and Layun.
That's disgusting, bro.
Bro, they were good.
They were way better than what we have now, but
nah, bro, they were good. They changed that team around. Before Piojo got there, that team was trash.
But they only got...
Remember with Chepo? And everybody was panicking? And then Herrera had to come in and save the day? With the America base? And a couple of Leon players?
Gullit.
But yeah.
Bro, he must have been putting up numbers in Brazil, though.
Who?
Gullit?
Dead. Should we move on?
Yeah. Let's move on. Speaking of Hall of Fame and putting up numbers, shots up.
NBA. OKC just tied the 2015-2016 Warriors for the best start ever at 24-1. Do you think that they matched the record, or you're still not buying into that?
I think they match it, and if not, they beat it.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
Bro, they just dominate these teams.
Yeah.
SGA, Foul Merchant, how are you going to stop them? And if you try to stop them, you got Chet. If you try to stop Jet, you got Jalen, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this team just attacks you in so many different ways.
Their role players aren't crazy, but they play their role to perfection.
Yeah.
And they have hella size, pause.
No, they definitely.
They shoot the 3-ball efficiently. Shea's shooting 45% from 3. That's insane. That's like scorching. And that brings me to my next point. If they win 70 wins and Shea keeps up, relatively this pace, he has to win MVP.
I think he will. And then after he wins his second MVP, you're going to be able to start putting him in those LeBron, Jordan, Kobe conversations.
What?
We're looking at the beginning of a dynasty, and I think this OKC team goes off to win 3. It's like that Golden State effect back in the early 2010.
Damn.
I think they win more chips than what Golden State did. Because think about it, this team is super young, and look how many picks they have, first round picks that they have in the future.
Yeah, I guess it would depend on what they can turn those picks into.
Yeah. And, bro, this team is going to be consistently in the Western Conference championship.
Assuming they stay together, too, though.
Yeah.
Because, I think that's what ended up hurting that first, OKC, that big 3 with OKC is that team split apart. But you are right because, Shea's only 27.
Yep.
Chet's still young. What is it, his second or third year in the league? J-Dub is still young.
Mm-hmm.
So... yeah, honestly, this could be the start of a dynasty.
It definitely is. You're going to look at it like in the Lakers dynasty, Golden State dynasty, Bulls dynasty. You're going to be able to put this team up there.
So in your opinion, what do you think would make them a dynasty? They have to win 3 rings, or how many rings do you think they have to win to be considered a dynasty?
3, for sure 3.
Okay.
If they win 4.
So you think they could three-peat, or you think it'll be 3 and 5 years, 3 and 4 years?
3 and 5 years.
Okay.
For sure. Minimum 3 and 5 years.
I could see that because, they've already won one.
Mm-hmm.
And like we said, their players are still hella young,
Was that a tongue twister?
Yeah. I struggled with that one. But, unless... Wemby just goes crazy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other thing too is they're in the West. If they were in the East, bro, can you imagine how much easier their path to the finals would be?
Yeah.
Because, bro, the West is so stacked.
Yeah, but if you're really looking,
because you still gotta go Jokic. I still think Jokic is still the best player in the league. It's just OKC is the best team. Yeah. Because they have OKC actually has a 6-game lead on the Nuggets, who are second in the West.
God damn.
So we'll see. But yeah, imagine having to beat this Thunder team 4 times in the playoffs.
Hell no. I don't even think the Nugget. You think the Lakers in 4 games, who are you taking?
Right now, I still think the Thunder.
The Thunder?
Yeah, because I think the Lakers are still a year or 2 removed, I think, and maybe a piece removed too. But I have what I've seen. I told you, bro, LeBron was gonna step up. He's doing the little things.
But bro, now they're talking about putting freaking what's his name, the other white boy, Austin Reeves, to come off the bench.
I don't think so. I could kind of see that, but I just think he's just playing too well to move him to the bench.
I think what ended up costing them the win yesterday was LeBron.
He kind of did so, but we'll see, because I think honestly in the West, I could see the Nuggets still beating OKC in a 7-game series. I don't think that I would favor them to, but I could see it happening for sure.
Damn.
And then at the beginning of the season, I was thinking the Thunder, but I don't know if they're quite there yet.
The Thunder to beat
OKC in a playoff series. I mean, sorry, the Rockets. It's because I was thinking of KD, and I was like, his tie to the Thunder. I'm dead. Yeah, they can't. The Thunder can't beat OKC.
Wait a minute.
The Rockets, my bad. The Rockets. I don't think I could see the Rockets beat. Yeah. Definitely not this year. You know.
Nah, not this year.
And then I do not see a single team in the East beating the Thunder.
Oh hell no!
In a 7-game series. So if they make it out of the West, it's like, for me, it's kind of like a lock.
Yeah. Bro, but this OKC team is nasty. The West is nasty, bro. Like, I mean, injuries didn't help the East this season at all, but Jesus Christ, bro, the West is just so dominant. But that's been the story for like the past couple years. Like, what does the East have to do? What does the East have to do to be up there?
I don't even know. Because even when like LeBron was in the East, it was like pretty much like it was still the West.
Yeah.
And then when LeBron left, it was kind of like even more wide open. Because I mean, I think like Embiid's downfall, or whatever you want to call it, definitely didn't help.
Yeah.
The Celtics are too injured, you know.
If Giannis were to leave to, say, the Knicks, do you think the Knicks possibly have a chance to beat OKC?
Nah.
Or if you were to see...
Because, like, the Knicks would have to give up a big piece to get Giannis.
They'd have to give up, what's his face? Cat.
Yeah, and I'm like, Jalen Brunson and Giannis together? That's kind of gross to me.
That is gross. That is gross. That is very gross. Or I don't think Giannis goes to the Lakers. Giannis goes to the Lakers.
I wouldn't like that either. Because like him and Luka don't really complement each other either. And then true. The Lakers already have too many ball dominant players. You want to add Giannis to that?
Giannis to the Rockets? Or any of those Texas teams? Spurs?
Bro, Giannis and Wemby would be crazy. That'd be
crazy.
A cheat code.
That would be crazy. Giannis to Denver. Denver, not to Denver, to the Mavericks for AD.
Now that I kind of like.
Giannis,
but
Giannis and Kyrie. The healthy Kyrie,
bro. But the thing is, the Bucks have to agree to that.
That is true.
The Bucks are gonna give up freaking Giannis for AD.
Yeah.
Street clothes?
Damn, bro. I mean, shit.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, but so far, the story of the season has definitely been the OKC Thunder. And in the East, it's been the Pistons, bro. They're still going strong.
Pistons, bro.
19-5.
Our boy, Cade Cunningham. Imagine how many MVP snubs people are going to get because SGA. Luka, potentially getting snubbed for his first MVP. Cade, another first.
Jokic. Giannis is having a crazy year too. It's just his team isn't winning enough games for him to be like seriously considered.
Damn, bro.
But we'll see. It's been a fun start to the season though.
It has. Do you like the tournament, the in-game tournament? Or the in-season tournament, whatever?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's cool. I don't like how they kind of stop the regular season. Like, there hasn't been as many games.
Yeah.
So I don't like that. And honestly, overall, I would say I'm not like the biggest fan of it. Because it's kind of just like, to me, it's kind of like pointless.
I think it's a little pointless too. I think so. Because it's like, there's no seeding advantage.
Yeah.
There's no advantages in the long term of the season. It's just like you win a trophy and the players win some money. Which, if you're a player, obviously you like it, but
I guess it incentivizes, because you know how it still counts for your record.
Yeah.
I guess it incentivizes like random regular season games.
Yeah.
But I feel like this would make more sense like later on in the season, not like when it's barely starting.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't know. We'll see.
All right, that wraps up all the topics
Yes,
for today.
Yes, sir. As always, guys, thank you guys for watching. Let us know what you guys think. If you guys prefer like these longer videos where we kind of address everything, or if you guys prefer splitting up the videos into individual ones by their corresponding topics. But yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You know, it's little things like that go a long way. So thank you guys.
Man, remember, don't quote us.
Unless we're right.
Peace.